good. I'd like just to come back on the French program that you're going to have. There are already some French companies here in Azerbaijan.
Yes.
You're saying you're doing reforms to welcome more and more people to know better your country. Are you implementing a law that will increase the number of foreign companies, and do you have a legal framework that actually will attract them to come here, and not to Turkmenistan or Kazakhstan, which are a little bit of your competitors as well?
Yes, we have good investment opportunities. And as far as direct foreign investments per capita are concerned, we are leading country in former Soviet Union. Only last year we had $7 billion of investments, and during the last 10, 12 years we had about $35 billion of investments. Most of them are foreign. And the opportunities for investments are very broad. Of course, investors were thinking first about energy sector because it is more attractive, brings immediate cash back. But today we are interested more in non-oil sector. So we are trying to attract investors in agriculture, petrochemicals, infrastructure, creation of modern factories, facilities. That is in our interest. And for foreign companies, there is no restriction.
No restriction.
No, absolutely. On the contrary, we try to
attract them.
But it depends also on their interest. We cannot force them to do it. We just need to have good conditions and good business climate.
Very good. I'd like to end this meeting today with you with a personal note. The inheritance of your father. What did you learn from this, and how do you use it?
Well, that was a big school for me because he was the founder of modern Azerbaijan. Before he came, in '93, country was independent only for 2 years, and these 2 years were dramatic. It was a total economic collapse, political crisis, and civil war started, and actually country was on the verge of collapse fiscally. So Heydar Aliyev played a very important role in our history in bringing Azerbaijan together, in strengthening the independence of the country, in starting the very steady and rapid economic growth. So his contribution to today's Azerbaijan was enormous. And as a person, he was completely committed to his country, to his people, and served his country until the end of his days. Therefore, he is an example not only for me, but for all the people of Azerbaijan. It is important that his policies continue.
So he puts you on the right track to go on?
Yes, his vision of the future of Azerbaijan is now being implemented into reality. The projects which he started, especially with oil and gas, we successfully completed. And we are starting new and moving Azerbaijan towards openness, towards integration with Europe, with the world. That was his vision and his policy and strategy. So from this point of view, his example for us is the way how the leader should behave.
Very good. Maybe the last one, as I have a little bit more time. What would you like to say to the investors all around the world? And how would you describe your country today best?
To investors, we are always open and eager to see them. Azerbaijan was the first country who invited investors into the Caspian Sea. Before that, there was no foreign investment in the Caspian Sea. We invited the oil companies who invested billions of dollars. And we also played a key role in the implementation of the huge pipeline projects, which cross 3 countries in a very difficult political and geographical environment, oil, gas. So these are not an easy things. But if we manage to do that, that means that we are reliable partners. We worked and continue to work with international financial institutions. We received multi-billion loans from leading banks. Therefore, as a credible and reliable partner, we have good reputation. Therefore, for potential investors to come to work in Azerbaijan, I think is beneficial. And now we have many companies from all around the world who work in Azerbaijan, not only in oil and gas, but in other sectors. So this is what is today's Azerbaijan. Our domestic investments are growing. This is also very important that now the ratio between foreign and local investments becomes very similar. Probably in the coming 2-3 years, local investments will be more than foreign.
So local people trust and invest.
They invested outside several years ago.
Of course.
Because there was lack of trust here. But here today is economic development, predictability, open society, good business climate, and the policy of the government to support local entrepreneurship. So they invest here. Therefore, of course I can talk a lot about benefits, but better to come and to see. When I was in Paris last time, I met in MEDEF with a big group of French companies and discussed.
All the French investors.
The French investors, and they come, they work here as investors. Also, many French companies are working as a partners.
Lafarge.
Yes, Lafarge in various projects. In the agriculture, we buy a lot of French goods, like the air trucks, Airbus, and now.
Thank you. As you know, it's a big war with the economic war, of course.
Competition.
Let's say it's a competition.
And other French goods are welcome here. We have basically very good relations with France, political, economic, cultural, and my personal friendship with President Chirac also continues.
Helps to make business easier for everyone, I guess.
Therefore, I hope that after my state visit, our relations will continue and strengthen even more.
So far, we don't know yet if he's going to go for a third term.
Yes, you know.
We're still waiting for him to decide if he's going to go.
And when is the last day of, how to say?
He can say it whenever he wants. But normally, in March, he would have said if he's going or not. But
And when will be the elections? Which month?
In May.
May.
May 7th is the results. And, well, personally, I would like him to go on, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for your time, President.
Thank you. Wish you success.
Thank you. As you know, I'm only here for 1 week. Who are the people that you would like me to go and talk to with the help of your advisor?
It depends what is your interest, what you want to do.
The idea here is to make Azerbaijan look as what it is today, reality, but we need to talk to top managers for oil, maybe?
Yes, of course, SOCAR, then probably
the economic development,
tourism, then airline, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have,
of course,
and not only Airbus, we're buying now another French ATR.
Ah, okay, very good. So if we can arrange.
Yes, he will arrange. Yes, whoever you want.
Thank you again for your trip to Paris. Thank you.